That is a more reticulated python. The last time that Bob measured that snake, it was 19 feet 10 inches.
Alright, Maggie, they have these names that are like...
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to My Wildlife. I'm here at the Everglades Outpost with Martha, the manager, and Bob Frigger, the owner. I am so happy to see him coming out here to help us right now because there's a pet that he's had for, I don't know, how many years? 20, 30 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
Okay, so this is not really a pet, it's an educational ambassador. It's a huge reticulated python that's being moved out into this outdoor enclosure. I mentioned it in the last cleaning video in the snake room. We were cleaning out the water moccasins and you saw that big yellow snake. That is a more reticulated python. The last time that Bob measured that snake, it was 19 feet 10 inches. That was 10 years ago. So we're about to find out how long it is now. We're not gonna measure it, we're just gonna try and safely bring him over into this new enclosure. If you come right into here, you can see that Matt, the enclosure designer for this property, has designed this beautiful, huge water feature, which is very important for a large constrictor. They love to soak. It helps with the shedding process. That snake is currently shedding now. What's really important is to double check all the corners of this enclosure. We're all gonna be pushing on the wire every little corner, making sure that there's no way possible that this animal can escape. Because it being a reticulated python, it is a conditional species here in Florida. You must have a permit for educational use. You cannot have it as a personal pet. They were banned from the pet trade because they get way too big. This is the longest species of snake on the planet, and it does not belong in Florida. They are native to Southeast Asia. Very impressive snakes. Looks like we are good to go. Every bit of this enclosure is wired down, sutured down, and then the wire at the bottom is in the concrete. So there's no way that this animal's gonna get out. If you look over here, they designed an awesome little feature right here, a little plexiglass for the hide box. So even when the snake is hiding, the guest can actually look inside and see the animal. All right, you guys ready?
Ready?
Let's do it. Alright, so good to go. So Martha is unlocking the enclosure right now. Oh yeah, she's got the keys.
by the way.
Oh yeah, the keys. Let's talk about the keys for a second.
They have numbers on them, so you match locks to numbers.
Where are the numbers on the enclosure? Where?
On the actual lock. Now, the smaller ones don't have it, but you know that it's going to be a smaller key. Okay. And then the other ones have, like 466 would be
a
rattlesnake.
That would have been great to know.
You didn't ask.
What were you saying about them numbers? Alright, so since this animal's it's quite used to being fed inside its own enclosure, I'm going to use the hook to open it real quick because he is in feeding mode. He thinks anything coming inside his enclosure is food. So what I'm going to do is just gently press him on the nose, letting him know there's no food to eat. And then I'm going to gently pull him out, and then everyone's going to get a bit of python. There we go.
Coming out.
Now you can see there's a big meal inside this python right now. We have to be super gentle. We don't want her to regurgitate that meal. What are you doing? You just checking everything out? Is this a type of tiger, reticulated python?
They call it a super tiger, yeah.
Super tiger. It's okay.
Yeah, you won't take its velvet yet.
Yeah.
Oh, look at, back inside the enclosure, okay.
See, that's what I was telling you. You get one part out and the other part comes in.
Right here. And it's this way.
Alright, just so you guys can see this animal stretched out, check it out.
There you go. Alright, big mamas.
Oh, Bobby recognizes you.
Yeah.
And you guys can see there's a little bit of stuck shed. It's coming off pretty easy. But that big water feature is going to be a big help to helping this animal soak. Come on,
Alright, Maggie, you get it next to Bob. Oh, there we go.
Ready?
Perfect.
There we go. Yeah, all right.
Wait, how did I end up with the muskies to part that musk? Oh, I don't know, but that's a great idea.
Here we go. Look at that. Okay.
Close the gate.
It's just a Well, yes.
Oh,
You're okay. Then lift the latch.
there we go. No worries. Right in the water. Sweet. This is awesome for the snake. It's going to get even larger. This is the longest species of snake on the planet, record being over 24 feet long. And they've had records like that over here. Bob and Albert Killian are pretty much legendary snake handlers down the south, and they've had monster snakes. Snakes big enough to eat pigs like this one. And this water fills up to about right here, trickles down from a little waterfall. It's an awesome water feature. And then right over here is where all the guests get to walk through, because this is an open facility. You can come in, check everything out. I know, because it's such a big enclosure, she's going to fill it out. Especially if that's a girl.
It is a girl.
Can I stick another one in now?
Yeah.
Alright, this right here is another reticulated python. This one's an albino, and it's actually missing its right eye. Now, like I've said before, this facility gets a lot... Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go rip the snake, not against it. This facility takes in a lot of rescues. Somebody basically just dumped the snake off at the facility because they didn't want to care for it anymore. No biting. Relax. Put your head over there. Look how beautiful that head is. Don't bite me. Wow.
Yeah. They're gorgeous.
There you go, right into the water.
This feels wrapped around me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Wow. That's really cool to have them in the natural sunlight, because now you get to really enjoy these colors.
They have these names
Beautiful.
that are like...
There we go. And now the little hide box is open. And these retics can get out of the sun if they need to. But right now they're enjoying that water. Awesome. So, now that the reticulated python is out of the enclosure, if you want to upgrade this huge cantankerous water moccasin to this big Neodesha cage, it's an old school cage, but it's big, it's spacey. And as you guys know, this water moccasin's super big and cantankerous, so we would like enough space so he feels comfortable away from the glass, away from guests when walking by the front, and also he just has enough room to grow more and more. Because that water moccasin really has the potential to hit over 4 feet long. He's huge, but I've seen bigger ones. As you guys saw in that other episode, when I showed you guys that picture of when I was a little kid, well, a couple years ago, cleaning the enclosure for this big water moccasin my friend owned. So, I'm taking out these sheets of plastic displays. You ready to scoop some poop?
Yep.
I'm ready to poop some scoop. Scoop some poop. Poop, scoop. Scoop, poop. Perfect. So, we want to get this display nice and clean. Try not to cross-contaminate. And put some new fresh mulch in here. We'll see you in a second. Ooh, that's a very, oh, it's dripping! Oh my god, that's a wet meatball. There's a little, I'm sorry, Martha, there's a little small on the floor now.
That was like right on my face.
Ooh, it's pungent. That is a pungent, spicy meatball. Ooh, mamma mia. This huge Neodesha is going to be for the water moccasin, so once we get it, well, first we got to get through the door.
Alright.
Sorry. Oh, he's going in the box. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're doing good. They're going to get bigger out here. Their colors are going to be more vibrant in the sun, getting natural sunlight. It's going to be a big improvement. Lots of space. Nothing like being knee-deep in reticulated python poop. Isn't that right, Martha?
Thanks.
Would you say
So
this
exciting.
is a spicy soup?
That's a very spicy soup.
Why am I playing in it? What is wrong with me? Alright, back to work. Gonna get your tools. Everyone's getting tools, because we know from the last time I was in here how crazy this water moccasin can be. So I've got this double hook right here, extra support. This animal's fired. You're ready to go. Give it a little more. Relax, relax, relax. All right, there's the big fat boy. Putting him straight into the new enclosure. We do not want to mess around too much because we know how much he likes to jump. Open it up. Yeah, you can come close and check it out. He's in his new setup. Big, beautiful, nice and spacey. And it's going to give him the opportunity to grow nice and big. Because, like I said, they can get over 4.5 feet long. They can get massive. Now he's got more space away from the public. He can hide. We're going to add some more features to this. This is temporary. And that's it. All right. I'll see you guys in the next Challenge Wildlife. Check out the Everglades Outpost and stay beautiful. Goodbye.
Yeah, how much better this room is going to smell now that she's not in here.
A lot better since they so much.